You know what I think? I think the greatest gimmicks in WWE are those who are the most simple. Realistic wrestlers who are great on the microphone, who are great heels, who can piss you off, who can piss off the fans, and all sorts of that shit. For example, The Miz, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. These are, gimmicks that are not out of the world, and they are actually the best. If they are gimmicks at all. Those are the best. Yeah, I sound like a 5-year-old. These are the best. These are the best gimmicks. And I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, I should do it again. Either way, over the years in the WWE, there were a lot of crazy, bad, stupid gimmicks. So you're watching worst types of WWE gimmicks. Racist. We all know that gimmick. It's a cheap way to get the booze from the fans. Back in the day, there was a racist gimmick against Hulk Hogan, Back then, it was kinda alright. But the thing is, after 2 or 3 months, nobody gives a shit anymore. There's even Muhammad Hassan, who, was so racist, the gimmick was killed, where there was a bombing or something like that. And there was a racist segment. So, yeah, after a match against The Undertaker, he disappeared, and his whole career in the WWE was killed just because of a stupid gimmick. I actually liked the gimmick, but it was too much, and you can't do that in PG era. And it wasn't even PG era back then. Another racist gimmick, Vladimir Kozlov. He was a Russian, there were tanks in his music, something like that. It was a very Russian type of bad boy. What happened after a few months or a year? He was in a comedy act with Santino Marella. Yeah. Rusev. Later in his career, he didn't have that gimmick. He was just a Bulgarian brute or something like that. But at first, he was a guy who said, "You stupid American!" He would beat all the American guys. And two rivalries that I enjoyed was John Cena vs. Rusev, Jack Swagger vs. Rusev, but you always know that this massive push, undefeated streak is going to end very soon because they're not going to allow a Russian, gimmick defeat all the Americans. There's always an American that will step up, beat the shit out of him, yeah, and that gimmick with the whole wrestler becomes a massive jobber and puts himself in segments with fishes and shit. Yeah, Rusev, what the fuck happened? Smiling baby faces. That is the most generic gimmick. Everybody who is a face and doesn't have any damn charisma is a smiley babyface. He comes in, he smiles, he shows his muscles. Yeah, I'm strong. The recent example of that, Apollo Crews. Guy has no freaking personality. He comes here, smiles, then he's kinda, not happy because he's getting beaten. But then he smiles again because he won the match, which hasn't happened recently, really. Yeah, he hasn't won a match. It's a little bit more rare in the WWE these days because, they kinda wish that all the people would have personality, but still, it happens a lot. Another guys that I would put in the same category who are smiling, baby faces, who kinda do have a bit of charisma. John Cena actually has a lot of charisma, but back in the day he was too much of a fucking smiley face. You can punch his dad, punch his mom, punch him in the dick. He's gonna be, you know what? After a big fight, I forgive you. I forgive you because my girlfriend is good, I'm happy, I'm doing it for America. John! Later, Nikki, I'm in the middle of something. I want to win the 17th world title. John! Something like that. Roman Reigns also. He's now believed that. Kind of a dick face, actually. Dighead. Dick face, that word. Tom Phillips 316 wants to face fuck your face. Face fuck. Yeah, something like that. Roman Reigns, a smiley face who beats the crap out of everyone. I can and I will. That sucks. Everybody should have a little bit of personality. Even the biggest babyface should be an asshole sometimes, Animals. I'm not fucking kidding. There were times where there would be a freaking guy dressed as a bull, you know? Yeah, not a joke. Dressed as a bull, and he actually acts like a bull. He comes in, something like that, you know? And he fights in a bull costume. He's not, I know, no, don't understand me wrong. In commentary, it's not like, oh, this guy is a fucking idiot. Why would he dress in a bull costume? No, it's a bull. Oh my god, JR, the bull is fighting in a ring. Yes, it happened. Or even the Survivor Series famous gimmick, worst gimmick, you know what I'm talking about. The egg. Who is going to peer out of this egg? And many people were wondering, is that something big? Is that something, what the fuck is this? And a chicken comes out of it. Guy dressed as a chicken. You know, those moments suck mostly because when people say that the wrestling sucks, you kind of want to, you know, help wrestling. You want to say that it doesn't. You want to prove it. And then he sends you a GIF or video of those gimmicks, and you have nothing to say then. You know, that kind of sucks. Gay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay, you know? But the thing is, why would you do gay gimmicks? I mean, is it really that entertaining or something? Well, that's a gimmick for you. Why? I don't really understand. The only good is probably Goldust, and after that he wasn't really gay gimmick, you know. At first he was, then he kinda married Oksana, the only Lithuanian wrestler, yeah, for my country. Yeah, I needed to say that kinda. Billy and Jack, who were gay, and then they weren't gay. I don't understand. Then there was this guy who tried to marry those guys that with those mustaches. Who the fuck is that guy? I don't even remember. Then there was this bald guy with skirts. I mean, why? How could you find an entertainment value in this? You're ruining those people's careers. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, you know, being gay, but if that guy won't succeed in the WWE, wherever he goes, he's gonna be, yeah, that's a guy who played a character with skirts. We're not gonna take him seriously. Imagine if Brock Lesnar wore a skirt and then they tried to make him into a monster. Nobody would buy that. He's not the Beast, he's guy with skirts. I guess you understand what I'm trying to say. It was really damn bad. I really hate those. Entertainers. Oh, another bad gimmick. These are, you know, these are the gimmicks that I'm pretty damn sure Vince McMahon created. I'm talking about, yeah, my pen. My penis! No, it's my pen. I'm talking about those gimmicks. A dancer, a singer, a musician, a matadore. Yeah, those. All the Brodus Clays, Adam Roses, Fandangos. Holy shit. I never found any entertainment value in these. You know, there are some iconic, you know, Honky Tonk Man or something like that, but now it wouldn't even work. Back in the day, there were different times, they kinda, you know, messed with people's intelligence. But I don't know, I just hate those. It's cringy to watch. There was actually a magician in the WWE. He lasted like, one match. Then he disappeared. But who thought it's a good idea? Superheroes. Yep, there was actually a Spider-Man ripoff in wrestling. Not kidding at all. Also, the Stardusts, the Hurricanes, all that kind of shit. If you can't fly, don't dress up in a costume. You know? It's wrestling. Don't make it into something that is not wrestling. In WCW, there was a guy dressed up in a Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero costume. You know? I would even put previous Neville gimmick. You know, the that purple gimmick that he had with this entrance. Now he's freaking great. He's great. But back then, you know, he's from the man that gravity forgot. He can fly actually, you know, but it was shit. With that gimmick, he didn't even succeed, so, you know, that tells something. Workers. Yes, these are the worst types of gimmicks I've ever seen in my entire life. This is ridiculous. This is just... What is this? What is this? We see policeman in wrestling. How does that make sense? Policeman wrestles. A freaking guy who flushes toilets wrestles. A freaking man who takes out the garbage, yeah, he wrestles too. A guy that has to do something with religion, of course he wrestles. Oh, and a criminal that would dress up as a criminal to make it so freaking obvious that he's going to steal something with this black, you know, thing, of course he wrestles. A guy who run out of jail with the prison closes, of course he wrestles. Oh, a dentist? You know the answer. Of course he wrestles, then he becomes into a demon, but still. You get the point. It's bad, it doesn't make any sense, it was the worst time of wrestling ever, and that's the reason why WCW beat the crap out of WWE back then. So these are the worst types of gimmicks in the WWE. There are probably more, you know, some unique, but I'm talking about types. Make sure to like this video if you want more, make sure to subscribe if you can, make sure to click that notification button, that damn bell, that I cannot stand. You know that bell, cling cling. I should quit YouTube, fuck that shit. The Great One, peace, love and hugs. It's been a pleasure.